Welcome to EP Panther Football Highlights, brought to you weekly by these local businesses. The Cornerstone Agency has the kind of customer service that helps their customers make the most of every season. And like your crops, the Cornerstone Agency is growing too. For more information, visit 2cornerstone.com. That's the number 2, cornerstone.com. When your crop goes into the ground, make sure you have the Cornerstone Agency around. Farmers National Bank is proud to support EP Panther football. Just like your team, we're built on hard work, heart, and hometown pride. Farmers National Bank, a real community bank. Need fuel, snacks, or everyday essentials? Stop in at Gibson Oil Company in Linden, your one-stop shop for convenience, cold drinks, or let them come to you with reliable fuel delivery. Hometown service that can't be beaten. Gibson Oil Company, fueling your day the local way, and a proud sponsor of EP Panther football. Your first Gateway Credit Union branch is conveniently located at 334 Washington Street. Call 815-537-2620 or stop in today. We're proud to serve the Prophetstown community.
We do have a couple of sophomores on the offensive line this year. That was a little bit of a concern coming in, but in talking with Coach Whitebread, he's been very impressed with the sophomore development and how things are going there. All right, we're going to attempt a field goal from 25 yards. And here's the snap. It's a good one. Evans' kick is up, and it has got plenty of length, and it is good, and your Panthers are going to take a 3-0 lead with 6:39 to go here in the first quarter.
That was a real nice kick by Evan. He showed that he had a great leg last year, had 35, 40-yard distance.
All right, so second and a short 5, and they're going to try a pitch out to the outside, flag down, and Derek Nosker in the backfield quickly.
Yeah, pretty sure that's going to be on Kewanee. It looked like their receiver was going forward as the ball was being snapped. I'm sure we'll decline that penalty. Great job by Nosker. Was that Nosker on that pursuit?
It was. They're down, passing down for the Kewanee Boilermakers, and back to passes, and good pursuit, and just going to flail it out there to the line of scrimmage, and great pursuit by the Panther defense.
Yeah, Caleb Reamer was in on that. He about blocks the sun out when he's attacking them. Caleb comes in at 6'4", 280, and put great pressure on him. Looked like Max Milam was in on that coverage, and
big fourth down conversion here. Handoff was poor, and it looks like for the second time the Panthers are going to stop the Boilermakers on a fourth down play.
Yeah, it wasn't a great exchange with the quarterback, Isaiah Ince, and I don't know if the running back slowed down because the quarterback didn't have the handle, but it resulted in Caleb Reamer being able to beat his guy and meet the running back before the line of scrimmage. EP is going to take over right at midfield.
A couple yards. Brings up a third down and 5 for the Panthers inside the 5-yard line. Inside the 10-yard line. And Evan Steinley is going to have an opportunity to get in the end zone. Does a nice job of avoiding a tackle and in for a score, Evan Steinley.
Yep, nice job out there. Number 8, Graydon Church was the lead blocker. Same situation with Connor Keegan just before that, where his guy turned his back to him. He was able to deflect him enough and really take it into the end zone. We didn't want to have to kick another field goal and only be up 6-0 as it felt like we were dominating there. So nice to get in the end zone. Nice to see.
That is exactly. All right, third and long for the Boilermakers, and they've got 3 receivers split out here, wide to the right and 1 wide left. And they're going to look to throw left, and they're just going to throw it up in a wing and a prayer, and he's got a man open. Connor Keegan late to the party, and they're going to pick up a big gain up to midfield, pick up a first down. Evan Steinley also in on that coverage.
Yeah, big
slots for both sides, and good pursuit by the Panthers, and they're just throwing the football up for grabs. And we got an interception by number 2, Connor Keegan. You're talking about those hands.
Yeah, he kind of took it away from Gavin Adams on that. I think Gavin even kind of turned around like, who caught that? They were trying to hit number 10, Chris Crow for Kewanee.
All right, second 5 for the Panthers. Back to throw the football is Keegan. Going to look to air it out. He's got Connor Keegan down the field, and he's open. And a catch and a touchdown for the Panthers. That's a 43-yard strike from Keegan Winkler to Connor Keegan.
Yeah, well, that was a great throw. Connor was just kind of setting up the defender. He knew that he could run underneath of it, and Connor showed great hands on the over-the-shoulder catch. You could just tell the two of them just have a lot of confidence in each other. Just like they were just setting that play up is what it just played out right in front of us. Great hands.
Evan set to kick the extra point. And the hold is down, and the kick is way up there, and it's good. Max Milam is the holder. And your Panthers up 16-0 with just over a minute to go here in the first half. Ball on the 47-yard line of the Panthers, and it looks like Keegan Winkler are going to get set to punt. Keegan is second year as a varsity punter. Not sure why official ran in there and got the laces down on that football.
Laces up, Finkel.
Good snap and a good kick, and there'll be no return. Looks like it's going to bounce for the Panthers. It's going to be down inside the 10. Looks like maybe down to about the 6-yard line, so a great punt.
Yeah, what a great.
Ball at 6-yard line, deep in Boilermaker territory. Up under center is the Boilermakers. They're going to pitch the ball off, try to get this thing outside. Caleb Reamer had a hand on him, but able to get free. Good run by the Boilermaker. He's out into open field. It looks like Nostri's going to try to catch him, but I don't think he's going to. And with that, it's going to be a 94-yard touchdown run. I don't see any flags on the play. Had several Panthers put hands on that runner, but not able to bring him down.
Yeah.
8:34, like I mentioned, to go here in the third quarter.
Wouldn't be surprised to see number 10 isolated out there with Connor Keegan.
And they're going to roll right. They're going to pitch right. And good pursuit by the Panthers. And
yeah,
forces him out of bounds.
Yeah, that was a great job by EP. Interesting play design on that one. So great job by EP to stop that. 8.5 left in the third quarter. EP up 16-6. Dangerous returner back here for Kewanee.
There's the snap, and it's a pretty good one. Now they're going to finally going to kick it away, looking to fake punt it a little bit. Oh, and the ball's on the ground and going to get recovered by the Panthers. Number 10 trying to make a play for the ages and goes right through his hands and met immediately by a Panther defender and then picked up by the Panthers.
Yeah, great coverage by EP. What they were able to do was two guys got down there, and when the ball bounced out of Crow's hands, the one, I didn't get the number of him, but I think it was number 5, Braden Frank, was able to push him out of the way and allow his teammate there to go in there and get that recovery. So.
All right, big break for the Panthers. Going to pitch it out here to Tristan. He's got some running room. Got Nosker in front of him. Did a nice job of letting Nosker get out in front of him, and then trips up by himself and comes up short of the end zone.
He really did.
And, all right, shotgun formation. Keegan's going to look to take this himself. He's got an opening. He's going to bounce it out to the outside. He's going to walk himself into the end zone. Great blocking. Touchdown, Panthers.
That was a nice setup there. Did the handoff, and then Graydon Church sealed off the inside for him.
What we need is a person to be able to do that. So if you have an interest and want to come help us in the booth each week, reach out. Let us know. Nosker with a big sack as the quarterback was rolling out to the right. Big play by the Panther defense.
Yep, Nosker got his second wind after that long sprint a couple plays ago on the long run and was able to catch Isaiah Ince from behind.
3:10 to go here in the third quarter. Shotgun looking to throw the football, rolls out, and he's going to just loft one down, and that's up for grabs and intercepted by Graydon Church. And he's on the move and inside Boilermaker territory. Big pick there.
Yeah, they had a different quarterback in on that. That was number 17, Lane Taylor, that threw that pass. The intended receiver was their running back, 30, Ace, and he fell down on the play, and Graydon was able to get in there and make the interception.
Big play for the Panther defense here. Another good pressure there. And going to just throw the ball up, and it's going to get picked off by Connor Keegan. And he's got all kinds of room to run it back, and he's going to run it out of bounds at about the 47-yard line of the Panthers. Yeah, either way, that was going to be a turnover on downs or a pick, and it ended up being a pick for Connor.
Yeah, the
ruling is that it's 1st and 20. Connor Keegan in motion. They're going to pitch it to him. Try to get around this right end. He's got a little bit of running room. He's up past the original line of scrimmage, still on his feet, up past the first down marker inside the 10.
He did a great job. He wasn't setting up the block, but he looked just like Tristan Hovey did on that run before where he could have gone outside, but he set up the defender by turning inside, had the speed to go outside and get all of that penalty yardage back, plus the line to gain.
There. All right, short side of the field to the left. three receivers over here to the left. A single receiver, Gavin Adams, out to the right. Keegan's going to keep it himself, try to scud around the outside, and he does just get into the corner of the end zone for a touchdown. That's Keegan Winkler for a score for the Panthers.
Really nice lead block by Max Milam, and then Connor Johnson was out there, number 6 for EP. That's a name I don't remember calling too much from last year. He's a senior, though, and he's been involved in a few plays blocking. Opened up a good hole for Keegan.
We didn't have any false starts. I thought we played pretty solid fundamental football.
Yeah, not a lot of the points where the coach is going to go back in the game film and say these are things we need to correct. I'm sure there'll be some missed blocks and things like that, a couple arm tackles, but for the most part, a lot of everything that they did was up and up, and great for week 1, and just keep that momentum going as we go through the season, as we get ready to travel to Hull next week.
So the Panthers take care of business here at home at Prophetstown. Come up on a good side of a scoreboard of 29-6 over the Kewanee Boilermakers for the second year in a row, at least the second year in a row. I guess I don't remember further back than that. Panthers are going to start off 1-0. We're going to travel, like Scott said, to Hull next week, who took a loss in week 1. Look to go down there and take care of business like we did today and build on what we got going on early in the season.
Thank you for watching Panther Football Highlights. This production is made possible by these local businesses. The Cornerstone Agency has the kind of customer service that helps their customers make the most of every season. And like your crops, the Cornerstone Agency is growing too. For more information, visit 2cornerstone.com. That's the number 2, cornerstone.com. When your crop goes into the ground, make sure you have the Cornerstone Agency around. Farmers National Bank is proud to support EP Panther football. Just like your team, we're built on hard work, heart, and hometown pride. Farmers National Bank, a real community bank. Need fuel, snacks, or everyday essentials? Stop in at Gibson Oil Company in Linden, your one-stop shop for convenience, cold drinks, or let them come to you with reliable fuel delivery. Hometown service that can't be beaten. Gibson Oil Company, fueling your day the local way, and a proud sponsor of EP Panther football. Your first Gateway Credit Union branch is conveniently located at 334 Washington Street. Call 815-537-2620 or stop in today. We're proud to serve the Prophetstown community.